Welcome to the world of the microscope. Today we'll learn about the parts of the microscope and how to use the microscope. So we're going to start with the top. So I'm going to actually turn this sideways so I can make it a little bit easier to use. Alright, near the top part we have, this is known as your ocular lens. Ocular refers to your eye, so this is your eyepiece part, you're looking through the eye. There's a magnification in here, and on the top, if you look at it, you can't see quite well there, but it says 10 times. So whatever my other magnifications are, I'll multiply that by 10. This piece here is known as my eyepiece. And then we come down here, you have the head of the microscope. This one has to be more rounded. We have some other microscopes that are more square, which is pretty neat. So the cool thing about this is it moves. So this way, if I'm looking at something through the microscope, here we go, and I want my partner to look at something, we can just turn this and I can look at it right here, and I don't have to be moving my microscope around. So that's a pretty neat thing. All right, as we come on down, you're going to have this part here, which is known as the nose, and this rotates. What rotates on it, these are known as your objective lenses because it's coming down onto your object. Ocular, eye, objective lens. And this too each one has a different magnification level. The least amount right here, this one here, this has a 4, so 4 times 10 gives me magnification of 40 times. We go to our next level. This one right here, that one there is 10, so 10 times 10 gives us 100 times magnification. And our very last one, this one is 40. 40 times 10 gives us 400 times magnification, which is pretty good. So let's put this right over here. You come over here, you have the arm, and with the arm, this is how you carry it. You want to carry it by the arm and the base. So my base is right here. And this is important because then you're less likely to drop it or have any problems with it. So 2 hands. While we're down here, let's see, actually, we're going to go with the stage, this part here. Let me turn this sideways here for a little minute. Okay, this is your stage, and this is important because this is where you're actually going to put your slide. So I have a slide right here, which I'm going to take. All right, when you use a slide, you always want to hold it from the edges. You want to be careful. It is glass, it can cut, so you want to be careful of it, but you want to use it from the edges because you don't want to leave any fingerprints on it. And I have, on my stage, I have these little clips called stage clips. So I put this on right here. I line up what I want to look at over the hole. There's a hole in there, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. All right, in order, the hole's there so that I can get light to come up and illuminate what I'm looking at. So I have a button right here, which turns my light on. Here we go. There's my illuminator, all right, and my light source. And let me turn this right over here so you can see it. Okay, so right there is where the hole is, and that's right over, what I want to look at is right over that, and I can see right through that. Okay, while I have it in this position, let me show you a couple other things. There's 2 knobs right here. They're on both sides. This is my coarse focus because this is what moves my stage up and down, and this is my fine focus. So when I get to where I'm basically where I want to be, then I can fine focus it right there. So we're going to turn this right here. All right, and as I said, we want to start with the coarse focus. So when you go to use a microscope, you always want to start with the stage in the lowest position and the least amount of magnification. That way, as I'm bringing my stage up to focus it, all right, as this comes up into view, I'm less likely to crack my slide or the lens, which would be really expensive to try and fix. Once I have that in place, then I can do my fine focus for what I want. When I'm done with that, I go to the next level of magnification. And at this point, I'm going to use just my fine focus. I'm not going to use my coarse. And again, when I'm done with that, I can go into my most magnification, which is 400 times in this case. All right, and now we're all set. And when I'm done, I want to put everything back. I want to go back to the least amount of magnification, bring it down to the lowest position, turn my light off. I'm going to unplug this. And on the back of my microscope, right here, these are my cord holders. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. And we want to wrap this back up because you don't want to have any chances of one tripping over the cord and hurting yourself, and we also don't want to have the microscope flip off of the table and get broken. That would be a huge expense. All right, once we have that, we're going to take the plastic cover that comes with it so we can protect that, and we're going to put that all over. If we're done with them for the day, I may ask you to grab it by the handle and the base and put it back in the cupboard. If we're going to be using for other classes, I might ask you to leave it right there on the table. So that's it for the microscope.